You sit on the sunny deck of the ship known as the Season's Delight. Beside you is a cool drink chilled with frost magic, and beneath you is a wonderfully fluffy towel. A tan dwarf woman, dressed in a simple linen dress, walks by you and asks, "Another drink?" So she's asking, Jackie, introduce your character.
My name is Adlanna Vermeer. Adlanna is the chiefess of a small village, as well as, I don't know what the hell she should say about it. Okay. Adlanna is reclining against her chair rather casually. She has a long, thick silver braid that she's trying to keep from sweating down the back of her dress. And she's remedying that by taking the ice from the bottom of her cup and slowly dropping it down her dress.
Nice.
And then Nicole, you're with her, so introduce your character.
Sitting next to my friend Adlanna is a young 20s looking
Biologically.
What?
Biologically
looking.
Sort of like Princess Bubblegum. She's biologically 18 but really a million years old.
Anyway. She's also just kind of chilling there.
What's she look like?
She has long, like, black hair, that's kind of pulled back to make sure that it's not getting in her face, because it'll get stuck to her face, because she is sweating. And she, is wearing a purple dress that kind of splits in the front, so that, like, she can walk around freely, but also she's just relaxing.
Nice. Okay. And just so we make things less complicated, you two have befriended Kristin on this lovely cruise line.
Something about everyone who's wearing darkly colored cloaks and layers somehow tend to attract friends together.
You're wearing a dark cloak? No, I'm wearing this dress. It's a beautiful dress. My character's name is Keyanthi. She's an elf. And she's befriended you because you looked like you needed help. And she saw you sweating, but Keyanthi doesn't sweat, she glistens. So she's keeping her posture there. She's wearing a very nice dress that's, not too thick material, so she's not sweating. It's a linen. Blonde hair with some bangs here, but
Listening is the sweat.
Shh. I don't sweat. So her hair is back in the bun. It's blonde, big and curly and long. But her eyes, I love her eyes. Her eyes are kind of like this purple with some red in there, so they're very iridescent.
Very
and
spooky.
yes, not spooky, majestic. Get it right. Anyway, and so, and I say no, I'm just fine, and I just thank the dwarf waitress for her assistance. As I just lean back and enjoy the smell.
Okay.
As a dwarf, we'd have stronger drinks.
Ah, yes.
Is everyone else saying no to a drink?
Oh, I would like another 2 drinks, please. Because I am bored out of my mind.
Okay, so the dwarf woman, she's a little different than your typical dwarf. She's got like tan skin with like this puff of like curly, dark black hair. And she has like, she looks like a Maori basically.
Oh, so she's gorgeous.
And then she's got like sweet like mouth tattoos and like armbands that are also tattoos.
yeah.
So she looks really cool. And she's like, oh well, we got dwarf splash. It's a blend of pineapples, berries, and our own honey mead. We also offer organic wine from the capital of Cropois-Serla. It's year 401. It's very good year, very good. And additionally, we have a Fey Mojito with oranges of the Feylands. She leans over. I'm told it takes you on a real adventure.
Oof, 2 of those.
Okay. So, you must, are you
Con
drinking?
saving throw.
You gotta make a wisdom saving throw.
Whoa.
Whoa. I don't know,
That's a strong drink.
Okay, and I'm rolling with with my wisdom, which is a 14 with a +2, which means I'm rolling a...
So you roll a 20.
Rolling a 20.
bonus in for your saving throws.
Oh, I
Man,
do?
You get 2
Jackie's
for
doing
your
the
class.
first roll.
Okay.
Baby's first roll.
16!
Whoa.
16, which I don't know how to add up.
16 plus 2.
So I'm plus the 2, plus another 2, so +4, so 20!
Okay, so
I can hold a drink!
yeah, you just take that mojito. You're like,
Another one!
well, you ordered 2, so
So you do have another one.
so make another wisdom saving.
Woo! It's okay, the best choices are made when one isn't the most wise. Ugh. 16 again! She holds her liquor!
It does.
Sounds like me.
Okay, so you hold your liquor and you're not drunk, but you see like little floaty lights, and like you feel
It's the sun.
like everyone around you is kind of really attractive.
So like all the time.
Yeah.
So you have this slight. You basically want to flirt with everyone, so
Fair enough.
we'll have that happen. All right, so the dwarf woman walks away. On the starboard side that you're on, you see like sunbathers. The port has a deck for dancing. There's a band playing. It's very upbeat. The general populace of the ship consists of dwarves and humans with occasional elves. And because this is a luxury line, pretty much everyone on it is like upper middle class to like super rich. The staff actually consists of Minotaur sailors. So like around you are like posted guards that are Minotaur, and then a lot of the like crewmen are also Minotaurs. So you see them just, occasionally going around and like, adjusting the sails, and then like they'll make patrols around. The captain is a Minotaur. He's called Captain Nagapo. His life mate is a female Minotaur named Jupa, and she is basically like the first mate. So you like see her walk around. If you have any problems, you talk to her. So, would you guys like to just continue chilling? What would you like to do? There's also like a bunch of there's a little elf girl to the side that's just playing with like a hoop. And you see her, you assume her dad is kind of like trying to play with her, but he's not doing very well because he's like, has too much jewelry on, so he's like, trying to catch the hoop and like jingling everywhere. So yeah, where would you like to go?
I'm gonna stick with Adlanna for now.
Okay.
Well, Adlanna wants to get up and move.
Okay.
Because she's wearing too many things and wants to move around and have fun. So she goes over and hangs out with the little girl. And in process, she takes off one of her pieces of jewelry and encourages the father to take off one of his and have the little girl play with them. Because what?
The stroke game.
Well, I was just going to give them to the small child to play with while I talked to her father, but
Okay, hang on.
It's always a good time to be had.
I gotta find my my little thing for him.
You can always give her a piece off my necklace. Kids love chewing on bones, right?
Forgot about that part.
Human kids.
Would you like to describe your necklace?
Oh, Adlanna is at first glance, Adlanna is fairly intimidating, seeing as she's wearing all black with her hair tied back and a large necklace made up of seemingly human and animal bones that lays dramatically across her chest, along with many piercings in her long elfish ears. By elfish, I mean very elf. They're very long and beautiful. But, upon meeting Adlanna, you realize she's quite warm and welcoming to anybody and all, no matter any.
Which you can tell with her necklace.
Yeah.
By looking at her necklace, you can tell.
Yeah, it's just an
I'm
automatic
saying
invite.
she's vaguely intimidating until you talk to her. So she probably scares the little girl for a second when she walks up, but I'm good with kids. I've got multiple of my own.
Okay, I have no idea where I put this. This is fine. It's fine.
Nicole wants to join in on the fun.
Okay, so the yes, first question.
What was the name of the ship again?
The Season's Delight.
Okay, it's a good thing someone's taking notes.
I also forgot the captain's name.
Oh, it's Nagapo. It's a weird name, that's why. It's N-I-G-A-P-O.
Thank you.
It's not based off anything else, just like, I don't know, Nagapa. That sounds foreign. Okay, so Adlanna approaches the father, and he is a tan, dark-skinned elf with like long black hair, and he looks very Egyptian. And he like sees Adlanna approaching and is like really like, ooh, kind of like puffs his chest out. And he's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes. Hello. You are looking very fine today. On another note, your daughter seems like she is looking for something to do. I heard there's many activities here on the cruise. If you want, we can go together.
Oh, yeah, okay, we could, I should really ask my wife about that, though.
Oh, I'm down for anything, love.
He kind of looks up and down and is like, he shifts uncomfortably and he's like, why don't we just go and, I hear there's, an opera hall?
That sounds spectacular. I'm always one for a good costume.
So, do you go with him to the opera hall?
Let me check in on my good friend. And I approach my good friend.
I followed you.
Oh, and by approach, I mean turn around to speak with. This is my good friend, whose name you forgot mine, so.
Drunk, so. Hello, my name is Tarina.
Yeah, she's cute. She's a nice girl. And she's much more responsible than I am sometimes, maybe.
Tarina. Yes, my name is Heth. Heth? It's just Heth. My name is Heth.
Just
And this is, my daughter. I think it was like Ariadne or something. We're gonna go with that. This is my daughter, Ariadne. And my wife over there, he like gestures to this like woman like way over there. And she's like sunbathing. And then, like reading a book, and then, like, checking this, like, other notebook, and, like, it appears that she is, like, sunbathing and reading and balancing a checkbook.
Wow.
And then he's just like, yeah, she handles the business at home. So, it's usually just Ariadne and I.
Well, sounds like you handle the fun at home.
Yeah.
So, Tarina, do you want to come join us at the opera hall?
Of course. Why not?
Pardon my rudeness, I'm Adlanna. Tarina and I have just boarded. How about you guys?
Well, we have been on the ship for about a week.
Oh, fantastic. Have you been?
Ariadne, come here.
Oh,
And then, like, the little girl, like,
small
holds her,
child.
like, hoop, and she's like, oh, okay. She comes over, and she's like, hi.
Yeah, I bend down, like, hair and jewelry swinging. Hello! It's so nice to meet you.
Wow, I like your hair.
Thanks, do you want to touch it?
She like just drops her like little hoop and is like, oh, can you braid my hair like that?
Of course, I could braid your hair during the opera. Operas are not usually the most entertaining for little ones.
Well, I've sat through a lot of them actually.
Oh, you have very exquisite taste then.
Sometimes they're kind of boring, but I like the singers, and then their costumes are really sparkly.
Ooh.
So I think we should go to the opera. I like that place.
All right.
Okay, so I guess we're going to you go to the interior of the ship, and I have a different,
There's a different song.
yes, there's a different interior noise.
Is it inappropriate to sing along during an opera?
My grandma does it. That doesn't mean it's appropriate, but
Do you mean your grandma or Oma?
my grandma.
Okay, I was like, if Oma was singing along to an opera, I think I would die. Mckenna and I's Oma is an interesting human, and I love her. She's like a hermit who hates everyone, but also like has so much love. It's ridiculous. She's very German.
Amazing.
And amazing. Sorry, we didn't say bye to you. We should probably extend the invitation
Yeah, we
to
didn't.
you.
Obviously,
We
we're
just
there.
walked away.
It's a very casual friendship. It's fine.
Yeah. We just kind of sort of chatted. I probably think you're too clean.
Well, perhaps it's mutual in the opposite way.
Oof.
But
You seem nice enough, and you're quite pretty.
well,
Okay. Are we good now?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Let's.
So I guess you could just start by
Tiffany.
starting from the beginning.
Yes.
Ace, before we start, I just realized that, like, do you have a designated family name for her?
For who?
For Luna? Because if we're being from nobility. If not, I'll just try to think one up.
Just trying to think one up.
Yeah.
I believe in you. You can do
Okay,
it.
so inside their fancy, usually this is where like people get their dinners. On above you, there's like spiral staircases that lead to like a second like sort of like balcony area, and up there like that's where people can gamble.
Classic
And
cruise.
you yeah. So so there's the opera sound. There is an ambient opera sound, but I can sing for you guys too. As you know.
I lean over to Hef. Could you remind me your daughter's name again?
Oh, it's Ariadne.
Ariadne, dear, do you still want me to braid your hair?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay, well, let's find a place to sit.
Easy enough. There's like just you can sit by the table or like around the there's a stage and then like a couple rows of like just audience seats, so you can pick either of those.
Tarina, do you have a preference?
None whatsoever.
Then let's sit at a table.
Okay, sit at a table.
Fantastic. Well, I turn around and I pull a small comb out of my large braid.
She is very impressed by this. Dad can have a comb like that. You have a comb like that. You
And
don't
then-
have a comb like that.
And then I start to casually braid her hair.
And I will make small talk with the dad.
Okay.
I'm just giving that dad eyes.
He kind of like blushes. He's like this deep red.
She has your hair.
Yeah, she took after me in that regard. I'm turning red.
Sorry, I'm a flirt.
So, what brings you aboard the ship?
We didn't think that.
Waiter!
No, there is a reason.
He like
Yeah,
waves
I
the
know.
waiter down.
Oh, we.
Please,
Oh,
some wine, please.
I'm kind of turning to Tarina, trying to think of like, what's a good story we could tell a complete stranger?
We are actually headed a few ports down the coast.
Ah, so you intend to go to the Organic Empire?
Ah, yes. For traveling and experiences. We're tourists. We're big, fat old tourists. We love fun, and we just wanted to see some weird people. So that's what we're doing. I mean, not that you're weird. I think you're wonderful.
Well, yeah, you'll definitely find a lot of strange things in the Organic Empire.
Where are you headed on this cruise?
Yes.
I'm going to the Rishi Isles.
Ooh.
That's just,
Business or pleasure?
Yeah, it's a bit of both.
Okay.
A bit of both. Usually, my wife, I need to think of a name for her too. Celiana.
Wow, that was really good on the spot.
She has a lot of brokers there. We trade a lot with the native dwarves there, the island ones. There's a large textile company there,
Oh,
so we trade in that.
great, fantastic.
will the camera pan to another cast member?
Yes.
Curious.
So
Not even to me. I'm just curious what's happening.
we
next.
will turn the camera to the ocean.
The ocean.
And
Oh
Oh.
and you see a little raft
Oh
where you
my.
see Michael and Mckenna's characters.
I see them over the ledge going like, oh my gosh, what is this?
Yeah. So you're like, ooh. So Michael, would you like to describe your character?
Sure. So you see a short little elven girl. She has green complexion and green hair. Her hair looks very, very leafy. She is an Eladrin elf. And she looks like, biologically, she's 16. And she looks like she's wearing like green leather armor and like a green dress, and like it looks like her clothes kind of has like the same aesthetic as like her hair, and she just kind of has
Chloroform everywhere.
how's the what?
The
Chlorophyll.
Yeah,
chlorophyll everywhere.
yeah, pretty much. Yep, chlorophyll. Chloroform? No.
Oh, that's what I heard. I was like, oh dang, she pack and eat.
And yeah, she just has an orange. She's just,
Okay, Mckenna, you are with her.
Yes.
Describe your character.
I am trying and failing to help with the rowing, but
So one of you you're just not in sync at all when it comes to
No.
paddling. She's just like a lot of,
I'm just going really, really fast, so you're just
and then
going
you're just like you're just like slapping the water. It's not working.
with she is about she's a half elf, very dark brown hair, with many braids that come back into one. It looks like it was much more nicely styled not long
It's
ago,
kinda
but it's
like
kind of
Before the raft.
yeah, more wispy.
For the ocean.
She's got some
Soaked.
smudged makeup around her eyes, and she has some. She looks like she has some like nice but fitted clothing underneath leather armor, and she is just getting increasingly frustrated with this oar. How dare it just be so
How
difficult.
close are they to the boat at this point? Because Keyanthe's just kind of like
At
itching
this
to
point,
figure something out there.
She would. My character would
You
stand
can
up and,
see
like,
them
wave.
like
see them.
they're. I mean, I'm assuming they're waving at the boat.
Yeah, so we see the boat.
Yes,
right?
you see the
I'm the
boat.
tall one, so I get up and
I'm
wave.
I'm just like, Luna, look! We found a boat!
Okay, so you see them waving. What do you do?
I see them waving, and I get up from my chair, my drink topples over, and I'm horrified at the mess, but I'm a little too petrified with what's going on out here. And I run to, what's the name of the first mate lady? Jupa. I flag Jupa down, who I met on the way onto the boat.
Yeah, Jupa just patrols around.
I said I found Jupa, and I point to the raft. I was like, do you have any rope or an arrow, a bow and arrow, or anything to go and help these people on this raft for some reason?
Please don't shoot us.
No, not shooting you. Shoot the raft itself, of course.
So
you know.
Jupa looks at you. She's like, "Wait, what? There are people at sea?"
Yes, 2 young girls, and I am terrified for them. We must help them.
She's like, oh,
I'm screaming my head off.
So Jupa Jupa's like 8 feet
Sorry,
tall
audio.
because she's Minotaur.
I will look up to
She's-
her then.
She's just like, at once, and then she turns to her assistant, who's like this little dwarf. And she's like, "Get a life raft," and he's like, "Oh yeah." And so like they go and they basically like on the back side of the ship, there's like a life raft, and so like they lower that, and then like this little dwarf guy is like rowing out there, and then Jupa's just like, "Oh my gosh!" And so she like hops down there and like.
Is there anything I can do to help? Because even though I'm wearing my nice little dress, I'm kind of
Do you
little.
have any water spells?
I'm upset that I'm wearing this nice dress because I want to go help, but it's a nice dress. And I don't help, but it's a nice dress, and my hair.
Just take off your dress.
Just tie up the
We'll
dress.
see, me.
I mean, well, it is a cruise line, so like
It'll be appreciated.
theoretically you could have like a swimsuit under it if you want.
Okay then.
So you want to epically like.
But then you're.
I wouldn't fling it off. I would take it off quickly and then fold it. And then hand it to some of the other helpers there, and boy help me, I'm hopping off that boat and diving head first like this.
Whoa!
Okay, so like Jupo
Damn.
like lets the like pulley rope go down and they go into the water, and then like above them they see like there's like this graceful like Pocahontas dive.
Yes!
Oh yeah!
And then she just
Have you? Oh, I can't sing that song
into
anymore.
the water, and then you just pop your head up, and and you look majestic.
Absolutely majestic.
And like Jupo's even like, what just happened?
And so I
do
I swim to the raft to try to get to them first, and then I help to first.
Okay, so like the two of them managed to row alongside you, but you make an athletics check. Sure.
Okay.
Do that.
I will do that.
We'll see if you can outpace the boat.
I hope so. All right. Please tell me how to do a check of athletics.
So roll.
You add your athletics skill.
Where the heck is my athletic skill?
Wait, you passed it. It's right here.
Is it?
No, what I said was wrong.
Yeah,
Never mind.
saving throws, yeah. Insight, where is...
Bottom half minute. No, bottom half.
You have
full.
acrobatics.
Right here.
You have do you have
Full.
athletics marked?
Okay,
No.
good. It is what I'm
I
imagining.
don't have it
So I'm
marked.
imagining like
So you just add
labyrinth
+1.
Yeah.
guitar.
Okay, and I roll a
Yeah.
d20.
Yes.
My first dice roll of all time. It looks tasty.
It's for luck.
It does kind of look like candy.
Yeah. I think that's the whole point of
I think that's why
forbidden
she gave me black
snacks.
ones.
Probably.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna try and swim to you. I got a 2.
That's a 3!
I got a 3. And so
That's a 2.
I
So
tried.
like you are so you're like, man, I feel really beautiful right now, and like you just dive and you're like so into yourself, and like you like go.
My heart is
you-
in it.
Yeah, your heart's totally in it. You land in the water, but your like majestic hair like just kind of like gets in the way. And so like you just spend like a few seconds.
Is there another life raft for me? Curious.
Yeah. But, like
Just
I'm sure
curious.
Jupo would give you a ride.
yeah, like
Thanks, Jupo.
they see you like settling your hair like underneath, and then like you bob above the water, and Jupa's just like, I mean, I can give you a ride.
And I said, thank you. That means
So, like,
And I climb
easily
up on the
enough,
boat
she
with
just
you.
like grabs you with like one arm and just brings you up. Oh, she's the Minotaur.
I'm impressed.
And so then like you will like you row, and get over to the raft.
Hi!
Hello.
Thanks for saving us, and I
you.
give you a big hug.
And I catch her. I'm like, oh, you're welcome. Oh. I had to fall over a little bit. I hold on to her. I hold on to her.
Are you jumping onto our boat to hug her? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
And I gladly hold on to her because I feel like I just saved her life, even though I did basically nothing. But
You did a fabulous Pokemon.
the
stuff.
effort was there. I have really good dexterity. That's about it. Anyway, yes.
All right, McKenna, what about you?
Luna's not
I'm
nearly as
holding you
affectionate,
tenderly in my arms. I
expresses
guess.
gratitude.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the assistant dwarf guy, he has like kind of like a buzz cut hair and no beard. Kind of a little jarring because you're used to dwarves with beards. But he's young and he gets on and he like hops onto your raft and then just like ties the raft to your other boat because the boat's kind of small now. And then he's like, "What are you doing out at sea anyway?"
It's a really long story.
The spirits told us.
Spirits?
You're not supposed to tell them that.
Okay. Jupa, what are we gonna do with them? And Jupa just kind of looks at him and is like, "No, I mean, we'll have to talk to Danassa about it, but worst comes to worst, I mean, we have extra cabins. I don't want to leave them at sea."
I'm sure my father will cover it.
Oh. And so do you have a crest?
Yeah. She does her ring. Right now that's it, but until
Okay, and she recognizes the crest and is like, right, okay, we definitely can accommodate you. And so, just for you guys get back on the boat, and so what we're gonna, you guys are on the boat, and we're gonna go back to Nicole and Jackie.
I guess at this point I've finished braiding Ariadne's? Man.
Ariadne's?
Yeah.
I just call everyone by pet names just so I can avoid
Ari- yeah, I
knowing
think it's
Ariadne.
Same thing with our own kids. She doesn't know their names either.
Ariadne, yeah.
Well, there you go, Poppet. Your hair is now beautifully braided, and since you love my comb so much, why don't you keep it?
Really?
Yeah.
Here, I want you. She like pulls out like this ribbon. She's like, I want you to have this, and then she like ties the ribbon around you. I was like, this is called a lady's favor, and I want you to have it because it is so nice.
Well, thank you so much. I love it. I love it so much. I will think of you every time that I wear it. And as for that comb, I've used it for 20 plus years, and just don't put it in your mouth because it came from a cow.
She looks at it and is like, makes like a slow like, and kind of mouths the word moo. And then she looks at her dad and he's just like,
but it will always untangle your hair.
okay.
My husband made it for me.
Oh.
Then, so over the ship around it, in like the walls, it has these crystals, and they begin to glow. And then you guys hear, this, basically an announcement over the ship. Ooh. And you guys hear Danassa, who is the owner of the ship, and she's like, "Howdy, y'all. This is Danassa. I planned a little shindig for you up aboard. So, like, everyone to come up on deck."
Okay. Well, let's go, I guess.
What?
Yes. Tarina, I have no idea what it's about, but it sounds like a great time.
You think everything sounds like a great time.
Well, we have time to kill. There's nothing that we need to do until we get to the Arcanic lands.
Fair.
Okay, so y'all are on the deck and thing for this. Okay,
Everything
You
right
got to
is
find
great.
the thing.
Oh, thanks. The starboard. So you come up on the starboard side, and let's see. I must have wrote it somewhere else. Why not?
So many notes.
I know. I was like, how do I organize notes? It's so difficult.
Just have all the tabs.
Yeah, I have a billion tabs. I don't know where I put it. Okay, so anyway, like, you come to, basically, like, the dance deck of
This is
the
all
ship.
of us, or just them?
Yeah, all of you, like, all of
Okay,
you have heard this.
I got a
announcement.
towel.
Sure, okay.
Dried myself off.
Wait, am I there?
Put that dress back on.
Oh, yeah, we should probably skip back to you guys real quick. Okay, so we're gonna skip back to these two real quick.
Three.
Three,
with you.
yes, they're with them, yes.
Are we like soaking wet or like?
Well, you've been
Probably,
on, like,
like,
the
yeah,
raft.
at least
I'm stalking, and I accidentally got you wet, my dear. I'm so sorry.
And I kept my distance,
Oh, it's
so
okay.
I'm probably fine.
You'll absorb it. You're plant-based, right?
Yeah, I am plant-based.